Hello, Flosstube. I'm Terry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we're the Cornhusker State Stitchers.
Today is Saturday, March 12th, 2022. And this is Flosstube number 37.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
We are a cross-stitch station, so hopefully you have found the right one. And we do a little bit of quilting at the end of the show. So
I always forget to say that.
I do, too.
I watch videos and I'm like, yeah, it's a quilting show.
We should say that.
Yeah, we should. Thank you for remembering that.
Happy week after market, guys. Wow, this has been a week.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of videos about market releases. And,
and
I'm just drooling. So.
Yeah, we're going to be buying some.
Yeah.
It's safe to say.
Haven't got anything yet, but we've got a list.
It's only a matter of time, right?
So what you been doing?
I had a conference this last week that pretty much took up the most of my time in preparation.
It was out of town, too.
It was, yeah. Yeah, preparation the week before, and then the whole conference last week. I did a 2-hour me and my boss and I did a 2-hour presentation. So that was interesting. And in school, as growing up, I was the kid who had my nose in a book. I didn't say a word to anybody. This job has turned me into an extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
That's how I like to say it. I am introverted all day, every day, until I'm around my people.
I very much am. I mean, just...
An introvert.
An introvert. I'm so awkward at social conversations and situations.
Well, you're just awkward.
Please, God. Anybody want a daughter?
Yep.
I have one for sale.
Hey, now. Hey, now.
If you're nice, it'll be free.
So that's what I've been doing. And then...
Well, I broke my long arm. I didn't actually break it. I was quilting and finished my quilt, my Coriander Christmas. I think I mentioned this in the last video. Loaded my other quilt on there, turned the machine on, and it would not connect to the long arm.
No. Just
the computer wouldn't connect. So finally got a hold of the Grace company who made the whole program, and they got me up and going again. So that just happened 2 days ago.
So you just needed a driver that you didn't even have access to.
Yep. I had to get it from Grace company, so I stressed out and struggled for 2 weeks almost trying to get it up and going, and finally got a hold of them. So,
but they took care of you.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah. Good customer service.
Fantastic.
Hard to get a hold of, but...
And they did say that they're super busy right now, and they're, like everybody else, they have limited staff, so they're doing the best they can.
So, started working on quilts again last night. So.
It's going to be pretty.
Yeah. Can't wait.
So it's been pretty low-key. My husband right now is in the process of tearing out our kitchen floor. So we tore out the laminate that was on top of the tile, which we did not realize until we pulled out the laminate. So now we have to tear out the tile that's on top of cement board that's on top of the subfloor. So he's in the process of doing that. I would not be surprised if they're already done right now. So
your husband is in the process of tearing up your house.
Yes.
He is demolishing things that he wants to fix, and he hasn't fixed anything.
It's a joint thing. Don't put that all on him. It's me saying, hey, the carpet has to go. Okay, now the kitchen has to go.
I walked in one night, it's like, where's your mantle?
Yeah, that disappeared.
Well, we're going to hang the TV, but the TV's not hung yet, so...
Yeah, so I ordered...
Where's your ceiling? Yeah, Jim kind of took that out, too.
Yeah, we had, car paneling on top of the ceiling, or on the ceiling, so you pulled that all out.
That had to go.
Yeah. I was talking to Jim the other day, and I'm like, yeah, can you just, hang the TV? We got the stuff. He's like, we have to buy a TV mount. What are you talking about? I'm like, you're joking, right? So I take him out in the bathroom, and I take him
out back.
I take him out, drag him along. No, I take him into the living room, like, TV mount. It's been there for 2 weeks. He's like, it's an unopened box. How was I supposed to know? Well, I told you.
There are no unopened boxes in my house. If there's a box, I'm digging through it. I know it's in every box.
Well, I did know. I didn't have to open it.
No, I mean him.
That's true. That is true. So it's been interesting.
I can't get my husband to do anything around the house right now, so I finally got a whiteboard on my refrigerator and I started making a honey-do list on it.
A visual honey-do. I mean, the honey-do list is always there.
This way you can't forget. Yeah. So I walked upstairs from my long arm last night, and he's snoring on the couch. Come on. Anyway, let's go on to questions.
Anyway,
we've bored them long enough with our saga.
We have some questions. Janie had asked, she said, congratulations on your quilt.
Thank you.
Where will you use the quilt? So we had quite a few questions on how you were going to use it, what you're going to do with it.
First of all, thank you everybody for all the love for my quilt. It turned out good and I'm really happy with it. I originally was going to put it over the back of the couch for Christmas, but it turned out way bigger than I thought it was going to. So I'm going to put it on my bed at Christmas time, I think.
I like it. That reminds me, we'll get to the name in a second, but somebody asked how big it was. Do you remember offhand?
It is 73 by 94.
Yep.
So yeah,
and Mary had asked that question. Yeah. So it's a big quilt. Deborah had asked, she said, so this is on when I do tent stitches on my full coverage. She said, do all of your tent stitches go the same direction on your horse project? I know nothing of full coverage. Is it just tent stitches, or are there full crosses too? I think you should do a thread a day on it because I love seeing the progress. I
agree.
That's a great idea. As long as I can keep the motivation to do that, that's a fantastic idea. I do all my tent stitches, anything goes in the same direction. So how I do my tent stitches is I lay the stitch in the direction my top stitch would be. Mm-hmm. So if I ever have a project, for example, a dimensions kit, if I am mixing crosses and tent stitches, they all lay the same direction. I think dimensions actually has them different though, so it shows texture. That's beside the point. That's not what you asked. When I do a full coverage project like that, I stick with all one. It's either tent stitches or full crosses. So in that particular case, unless it's designed, I don't mix them. Gina had asked, she said, oh yeah, will you use it on a bed at Christmas or throw it over a chair? So we answered that. Yep. Pam had asked one question. How do you do your quilt labels? I'm a new quilter and I'm looking for ideas.
Oh, I was going to pull out a quilt label and I forgot to.
So you do yours different than me.
I have a embroidery machine. So I just design it on the embroidery machine and I do the quilt label. I do the name of the quilt, the date that I completed it, just the month and the year, and then I put my name on it. I embroider it, and then I hand sew it into the back corner of the quilt.
Yep.
After it's quilted.
Yes.
Long arm job.
Mine is much, much less low-tech than that. I take a piece of fabric that's used in the quilt, whether it's the backing or anything that'll show really well. I flip it over so you can actually, it's a little more white. I handwrite on it with a Sharpie. Same information, but I just use a Sharpie. And I've done that for quite a few quilts of ours, and I wash them, and that Sharpie is stuck in there. I do the same thing, though. Put it in the lower, usually left-hand corner, just because. But if you stitch it on when you put your binding on, those are two sides you don't have to tack down. Mm-hmm. So that helps. And you have prettier handwriting than me, so... That's not true. If I hand wrote mine, you probably couldn't read it. I got my handwriting from you. There are times I'm like, wait, did you write this or did I? That is true, yes. Yes. She took a picture one time of her holding something, and I looked at the hand, and it's like, that's my hand. I didn't write that. Yeah. That was before my hand got all fat and wrinkled, but... Well, I'm on my way there. Okay. You should have put numbers on these. I should have. Okay. Oh. So JLF had asked, she said, I'm not sure, sorry. I have a Lowery stand I purchased from the UK way back when, and I saw your corner clasp made for Q-snaps. I knew I needed one right away. Where did you purchase it from? So we got ours straight from the factory. We ordered online at workstands.com. Yep. Is that what it is? Yep. And there were several people that asked what the name of the place was. So it's workstands.com. We ordered directly from them. They don't always have those in stock, so you have to just keep looking and looking. And the first day that we logged back on, I was looking like every other day. I'm going to link that below. Okay. And it was there. And Jamie and I were looking at it. It's like, is that what I need? Is that the right one? No, it can't be because they've been out of stock for so long. So sure enough, they had it and we got it. Yep. Lickety split. Lickety split. I'll say the name once I find the question, but somebody else had asked if ours was powder coated. No, ours is just the gray one, not the stainless steel. We went for cheap, to be honest. The cheapest one that we could. Not cheap in manufacturing and quality. Still expensive. Yes, but spend as least amount of money as possible. So ours is just the gray one. All the accessories that are attached to it or that we bought with it are still the gray, not powder coated or anything. And it's working really well.
Was the corner latch, was that gray or was that powder coated?
It's gray.
Okay, I was thinking one of them was, but
yeah,
I'm wrong as usual.
Well, and it could be. I haven't looked at it too closely. I don't think it's powder coated in a gray. I think it's just the material.
Okay, I haven't looked that closely at it because I haven't used it yet.
Shame on you.
Somebody had mentioned too after last video that you're supposed to keep them oiled.
I had seen that. Yep. Yeah, lubricating them.
Yep.
So you can actually buy lubricant that comes with your Lowery stand. We did not, so we'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm sure our boys can get us hooked up with something.
I'm sure. I wonder if you could use sewing machine oil.
Maybe. I don't know if it's an oil or a wax.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. So then Mary had asked, she said, you purchased some great colors of fabric, but I didn't catch the name of the shop. Could you please let me know the name?
And several people also asked about the name of that shop. It is Valhalla Bees, Honey, Lace, and More.
Yes.
Valhalla Bees, Honey, Lace, and More. It is a small cross-stitch shop. She's mainly into bees and honey, and she does lace, but she has a small portion that's cross-stitch. If we need a large amount of stuff, some of the newer patterns, bigger fabric selections, we go to Reflections in Omaha. Mm-hmm. But if we need, she's got all of the floss and stuff, so if you need just a quick skein of floss, she's perfect to go there.
Yep.
So
she does not have an online presence, so everything is just in her shop by phone. And to be honest, I've Googled just Valhalla Bee Farm in Lincoln, and I found her that way.
Yeah.
And then Reflections, they do have an online presence, so.
Yep, and she's a large quilt or needlework store.
Yes. Yep. So I don't know if you said that, but Valhalla's here in Lincoln, and then Reflections is in Ralston, Omaha. Yep. Vanessa, she had asked if we're doing a quilt block of the month this year.
I'm not this year.
No.
I've got so many quilts in my closet that need to be done. I'm just going to hold off this year. Mm-hmm. Plus, I didn't really find one that I like this year. Fat Quarter Shop has one called A Ribbon Runs Through It that has been tempting me, but I think I'm going to hold off on it.
Until you're weak.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Nathalie had asked, do we have a list of projects that we like from market?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good market. There's a lot of great designs. Yeah. Great vibe too coming out of it because we haven't had it for the last two years.
It was like 1 year. Online thing last year.
Yeah, the expo last year. So lots of good vibes.
Brenda Gervais, of course. Plum Street has some cute ones. Teresa Kogut. Mm-hmm. Yep. Who else? I made a list.
We made a list. Silver Creek. I do like Silver Creek, so there's quite a few there.
Luminous Fiber Arts.
Move this a little bit.
Am I out? I feel like I'm so far away from you.
You are really far away.
Hands On Design. She's got season 2, and you finished season 1, and I did,
a year of celebrations.
Yeah, I did January, and I haven't done any more, but I think I'm gonna get season 2 because I like those a little bit better.
Yes, they fit your aesthetic a little bit better.
They do.
Allison had asked. Okay, so she had also asked about your quilt and where you're gonna put it. Joanne had asked about the Lowery stand and if ours was powder coated. So Joanne, thanks for that question. Christina, what kind of a long arm machine do you have and what kind do you suggest? I'm planning to get my first one hopefully this year.
I have a used Baby Lock and mine is a Baby Lock jewel. Mm-hmm. They have since come out with a crown jewel. I don't even know if you can find any jewels out there anymore.
I don't know if you can find crown jewels anymore.
Yeah. Everybody, every time I tell them I have a jewel, they say, oh, a crown jewel? No. I have before that. It's a jewel. There are so many good ones out there. I'll let you explain them because you explain them a little bit better than I do.
So we were looking at Handy Quilters. We actually have a dealer around. So in Fremont is a Handy Quilter dealer. Those seem to be really good for entry level. Not that they're not a great machine because they appear to be a great machine. And I know quite a few people who have the bigger versions of it, but they seem to be a good entry level.
I was going to say, it depends on which model you buy.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They get expensive. Yeah. APQS is a great a machine also. We have found those have a tendency to be a little bit more expensive, but also a great product. And then I know you said you're a beginner, but Gamble is a phenomenal machine, but that's more industrialized. Yeah. So it's a great workhorse machine though.
The one thing you want to make sure is that you have a big enough throat to handle all the quilts that you want to do.
Yes.
Like if you're doing a king size quilt, you're going to want a deeper throat.
As your quilt rolls up as a king size, the roll gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and you have to be able to take care of that.
Yeah. And then you also need to look at your frame size that you have too, because you don't want an 8-foot frame if you're going to be doing king size quilts. Is that right?
It's close.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're going to be doing king size quilts, you have to make sure that you have a big enough frame for that. If you really are just going to do your little twin size and wall hangings, anything like that, there's some good size machines out there. Yeah. Michelle had asked, and somebody else did, so again,
we'll get to it.
Karen had also asked. Michelle said, what part of Nebraska do we live in? And Karen said that we had talked about a quilt stitching store. She's from Western Nebraska and wondering the name of it. So those are not related. So let's start with, where are we at in Nebraska? Go with the flow.
We're in Eastern Nebraska.
Hey, Marcia?
Marcia,
first time watching. Where in Nebraska are you located and what LNS do you shop at? Look, I tied all three of them together. Thank you very much.
We're in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is southeast Nebraska. We're just 40 miles southwest of Omaha. Mm-hmm. And we shop at Reflections in Omaha, Ralston, which is a suburb.
Very close, yeah. Valhalla Bee Farm, too.
And online we do 123 Stitch or
Fat Quarter Shop. Really any online store. If I Google something that I'm interested in, I'll start looking through some of the first ones to find a different store to go through. Mm-hmm. Silver Needle is really great too in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They've got tons of stuff.
And that's one reason why we haven't bought any new market releases yet is we do shop online, but we try to support our local needleworks first. So we're trying to get to...
we got to go see Julie.
Yeah, I got to go see Julie at Reflections to get our stuff. And we almost did that today. But
I know.
No, we got to get that Flosstube going.
I need, like an extra week before I spend that much money. Yeah. Hopefully we can stretch it out a little bit. That'd be really nice. Regarding quilts, so Karen, if you're interested in the quilting, so we have talked about Nebraska Quilt Company in Fremont, Nebraska, which is just 45 minutes north of us.
Used to be Country Traditions.
Used to be Country Traditions.
New owner, and they changed the name to Nebraska Quilt Company.
Great store, great products, great people. Yep, that's a great one. We do have 3 other quilt stores. 3? 2. 2 quilt stores in Lincoln here that we frequent, when we get out and buy.
Yeah.
We've been trying to not buy as much quilting because we have a ton, but you know how that goes. Mickey had asked, she said, where will you hang your quilt? And then Jan shops. So we talked about that. Amy, what kind of batting do you use in your quilts?
So we use Warm and Natural, which
is 100% cotton. Yep. 80/20 batting is also really good. We haven't used it mainly because we had a roll of Warm and Natural, so we just started using that. So when it ran out, we bought another one. Mm-hmm. But 80/20, with 80% cotton, 20% polyester, is also a very good blend. I know a lot of people use that too.
Yeah, I like the Warm and Natural because it's pretty dense and it's not real fluffy. And yes, yeah.
It does a thinner quilt, but it is still dense and nice and warm too. Yeah. So the different types of batting really change how you want to use the quilt. So the Warm and Natural, it drapes really well. If you want to do a warmer quilt, you would do more of a wool or 100% polyester, but you got to be careful with that a little bit.
I've also seen some people do double batting in their quilts of different fibers.
Can you imagine trying to manhandle 2 layers of batting?
No, don't even want to think about it.
And then Robin had also asked about Market, if we had any special things that we liked with Market. So yes.
Yeah.
There is a flying related pattern from Silver Creek Samplers.
I'm going to get that and put on my wall at work.
You better. Mm-hmm. It has to happen. Mike had asked, let's see. So after watching, let me just read the comment.
Yeah.
After watching your video, YouTube started one where you were doing a whip parade. You showed an American chart and said that you didn't think you would finish it. I just wondered what the outcome of that one was. So there were a couple in there, but I think you're talking about my America, which is the heart that looks like an American flag. A wonderful viewer, Meg, thank you so much, had offered to stitch that. So I went ahead and sent it down to her, or over to her. She is stitching it as she has time and working it into her process. So thank you, Meg, for doing that. That's greatly appreciated. And somebody else is loving on that project.
I've been thinking about that one a lot lately too. It's calling to me, so I think I'm going to be pulling it out for pretty soon. Hey,
if it's calling to you, do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
I can't believe you don't want to do that one.
It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know. DJB Quilts had asked, the Hand Blessings free pattern, are they available to anyone? So I put one over there.
So she's talking about these patterns that we showed a couple of weeks ago. These are free patterns, and they're old. I mean, this one's from 2012, and the one that I had that I showed was from 2010. But they were given to
the quilt or the
cross stitch stores.
Yes.
From what's the lady's name?
Hand Blessings.
Hand Blessings. Just kind of so that the cross stitch stores could give them out to their customers as a thank you to their customers. I know that Jane at Valhalla's got them. I'm sure she would be happy to make you a copy if you wanted it. But I would think that she would appreciate some sort of a sell to go along with it.
Yep. But just to reiterate, so you do get them from your LNS or your local needlework shop. You can always check in with one that's close to you too to see if they carry them. Absolutely. I'm just going to hold this up here a second again. So this is Hand Blessings pattern diamond quilt for this one. Thank you. And that's what it looks like.
And mine's similar. I don't have it out right now, so.
Yep. I think this is going to be a great opportunity to use a very variegated floss.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm trying to decide is if I do it all in one color, kind of do a monochromatic.
Different shades of blue.
But that would be pretty too. That would be pretty. To be determined. Put that over there. And then Janata had asked, is the backyard at your new house? So in the videos that I showed last time of my puppies, thanks for the love of them, guys. They're my world. Yes, that's my backyard. So they absolutely love it. It takes them forever to decide to come in because they're too busy sniffing everything. But they do. They love it a lot.
Yeah, if I had a backyard like that, I wouldn't want to come in either.
No. So those are all of our questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Thank you, guys.
And thanks for asking, because if we ever don't explain something well, we need to know so we can make sure you know better. Not that you know
I don't
better.
explain things very well at all. That's why I make Jamie do all the explaining.
Yes.
So we got some Happy Mail this time.
Yes.
I like Happy Mail. Thank you.
Yes. So speaking of Janata has sent us I didn't mean to jump in on you.
No, go for it.
Okay. She had sent us this wonderful Happy St. Patty's Day. And she put in here, I'm going to cover this up.
Okay.
Yes. So she gave us the story behind the wish necklaces that her and her husband had made for us. And it's funny that this came. I didn't know this had come. I was wearing this when I got here, and Mom's like, hey, we got a letter from Janata. Yeah. So let me just read it here real quick, so you guys know what these are. These are Native American wish necklaces. This is your no rhyme, no reason wish necklace. Every wish is different, as is every bead. The wishes are to be used on others and yourself. At bedtime, hang your necklace in your room to help make your wishes come true for loved ones, friends, and yourself. Wear the wish necklace with care, as any necklace will break if it's pulled too hard. Some of the beads are over 100 years old. So thank you.
Yeah.
That was really sweet. Oh, I don't know if this is a picture of your puppy, Janata. You said you had some dogs, but that's a cute sticker.
That's cute. And then we got, so Leslie Williams won something from us, a giveaway. So she sent us a nice little card in return, a little thank you card. And she also sent us, in addition to cross stitching, she does painting. So she sent us some little Easter.
They are so stinking cute. Look at them.
So she sent each one of us a set.
And these are the
It says Happy Easter on the back.
Yes. These are gorgeous. Thank you.
I love them. I've always wanted to learn how to do like toll painting.
Look at that. These are going to work with me so I can look at them more.
Yeah, they're adorable. So thank you, Les. Or Leslie. I'm not sure what name you go by. It's Les on YouTube. Then
that's
Kay.
not it. We had some more.
Is it Kay?
I'm not sure.
Kim.
Kim.
Our anonymous donor drops stuff off on my front door periodically.
It's a fun little surprise.
Yeah, it is. I enjoy it. So she gave us some stuff.
Yeah, so she said that her stash is exploding with Flosstube and she's trying to downsize. So she's trying to spread the love. So she gave us this wonderful stack of stuff. A couple of items in particular.
And there's actually more.
There is more, yeah. Yes. So she gave us one of these 2022 Book of Days, and we're actually going to give this away, so that'll happen later, but gave us one of these, so thank you. And there is a stack of patterns that she gave us. So this is all a stack of patterns and books. And then she also received or bought some stuff from an auction, and along with that, so you know with auctions you get a lot. You get whatever comes. So she wanted to spread the love and save the stitches, so to speak. So she wanted to make sure that these didn't end up in Goodwill or something.
Like so many of them do.
So these are just stitched patterns that somebody has done.
We don't have history behind them. We don't know who has stitched them. And, you know, they look like they've been framed and hanging.
Yeah. This one's really pretty. It's actually done on even weave. I want to say this is a Lugana.
Then say it.
Well, I am. I'm going to say it. So we won't show you all of these, but we just wanted to show you a couple of them. And with these, they are absolutely gorgeous. And I think what we're going to do is to make sure that other people can enjoy them as well. I think we're going to go ahead and give some of these away too. Like I said, just to spread the love, but also to really to save them. And
yeah, if you guys like them, we want to keep them out of Goodwill.
Exactly.
Or out of the trash or whatever we will never throw them in the trash, but.
Right.
You know, it's things like this, although we don't have a history behind it. These are like the samplers. Just think if some people would have thrown all those samplers away, we wouldn't be doing reprints or recreations of these samplers.
Yes. Yes. So how do we want to give them away?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that.
We're going to give it away at the end of the show.
Yep. But those are really, really sweet. So thank you for that. We had some great love this week.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that over here so I don't forget it.
Well, all this is a giveaway.
Okay.
So
we'll just put that right there.
Pile it up.
Okay. Shall we get into some stitching?
We shall, finally.
Let's do
we're almost 30 minutes into the show.
Oh my good Lord. Okay. Apparently we can talk. So after all that talking, now we're going to actually show you some cross stitch.
Yeah. Okay.
We normally are not that.
You took my notes.
I did. We don't normally talk that much. So for any of you new guys, new people, we promise we usually get into cross stitch sooner than this.
I basically have not seen Jamie in 2 weeks.
I know.
So we have been just like motor mouths
chatting
all day.
Like crazy.
Okay. Let's do, you want to do whips or finishes?
Go ahead. Well, you have a previous finish.
I have a previous finish. I'm going to show that.
You're gonna.
Okay. So a previous finish, I didn't write down the information. Jamie, do you remember it?
Well.
It's Hop. Is it Brenda Gervais?
Yes. Okay. So this is the stitch piece. This is Brenda Gervais. And this is, I want to say it's Easter Hoopla.
Okay, then say it.
I am. I am saying that it's Easter Hoopla. And it was done on, that needs to be our screenshot right there. 28 count, even weave. You don't remember any of this?
No.
Okay.
This is all new for me. I should have prepared a little bit.
Yes, you should have. 28 count, even weave. This is a gray, I think, dyed fabric that we dyed ourselves. Right?
It looks blue.
Well, it's a blue-gray. Anyway, so...
Anyway, I found this cute little hop at Michael's, probably.
Or Joann's. It doesn't have a sticker on it, so it's probably Joann's.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm sure I cut it off of the...
Yes. So next time
this is the last year finish. I should not have even shown this until I prepared. I just grabbed it and threw it up.
I want to show it. It's still really cute.
It's cute. It's my first finish in the round, so I thought it was really cute.
Yep.
And it fits the sign so well.
It does. And you wrapped it with twine to cover the edge of it. There is batting in there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just cute and adorable. How about you tell us what you have been working on?
I have a finish.
I know. And a fully finished.
A fully finished, yes. So I finished it and fully finished it. You guys, here is my spring by the Cricut Collection.
Ah, look at that.
It'll have a little bit of glare because there's a glass in there, but some of the letters, since I did it on a light yellow, weren't showing up very well, so I did outline them. You can't tell a lot because I outlined them in the colors that were in the letters, because outlining, to me, a lot of dark outlining is really...
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very 80s and 90s, so I try and stay away from that. And then this is the frame that I got at Amazon from Arts to Frame to Arts.
Something like that. But we have linked it previously. When Mom finished her winter one, we linked it. And then soon after that, we linked it again.
And this is done on 32 count FO by Fortnite
fabrics. All called for floss. That is so stinking cute.
I know. I'm so tickled about it. I was pushing to get it done by the 1st of March, but I got it done soon after the 1st of March. So
yeah, I think that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Technically, spring hasn't even started yet. We're in winter.
I was happy about that.
That's fantastic.
Do you want to do your rips?
No, keep going.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Okay.
So, I'm still working on Waxing Moon's Design Spring House Trio. And I have finished the first house and started on the second one. And this is done on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, the fabric's really dark after looking at that light yellow.
It is, yes.
And then I started Let's Talk Spring by Hands On Design. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you that we got some fabric for it, and I started mine on Weeks Dye Works 30 count Grape Ice. And I've only done just a little bit of the lettering. I usually stitch in hand, but I've had to put this in a hoop because it's very fine fabric.
This is Weeks Dye Works, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we said?
Yeah.
So this is the old Weeks Dye Works. So it's really floppy, done on the old base. So for those of you who may not know, wow, words. Okay. Weeks Dye Works changed their base fabric to a Zweigart. They used to do it on another floppier fabric. So.
Okay. And this is the old floppy.
Yeah. Hence the hoop.
But I bought it because of the color. I like the color.
It's perfect.
So I didn't do much shopping around for different colors. I just saw it, grabbed it, and off to the races.
That's perfect.
And I'm bored with it already. So
well, it's all white.
I know. So I'm going to have to either put some color in it or
work it in stages.
Switch on to something else.
Yes. Are those all your whips?
That's it.
Okay. Well, I have some whips to help out with that.
I always count on Jamie for whips.
Yes. I worked on, this is Hip Hop Chock Full. I did the pillow, and this is by Hands On Design with artwork by Priscilla Blaine. And I finished it. Had I even started this last time?
I think you did. I think you just had some white done. But I can't remember.
This is done on 14 count chalkboard black Ada. I did change the colors. Oh, so cute. Okay, so I did Classic Colorworks Pumpkin Harvest for the orange, Blushing Beauty, Classic Colorworks, for the pink. Now the pink is really only in the little bunny, the bunny nose and the ears. Fancy Green, Nancy, Classic Colorworks, for the green. And then Classic Colorworks Cool Azul for the blue. I think it turned out really great. I just used chalk. I was in the club from Fat Quarter Shop where we got all the floss. So I have a ton of chalk. And honestly, so there is a little bit of variegation with the chalk. I don't see it as much. So what I do, I still do the loop method with chalk. I just pull one strand, do the loop method. You'll never know.
I've gotten to the point where if something calls for white, I just use DMC because there's not enough variegation that you can even really see. Right. And sometimes you do run into some variegation and you think, is that variegation dirt? Or is that dirty?
Yeah.
So
that's cute.
I'm going to have to get your colors because I actually was just thinking about this last night. I'm going to start these because I was in the club, so I got all of these and I've got something to hang them on, so I just want to get them done.
Yes.
That's kind of cute.
This is going to be a Pass the Sash, so we will give it away today as well.
Yay!
We're gonna have some good stuff today.
Yeah.
Worked on my temperature tree by Stitching Mommy. Got this off of Etsy. Now, last time you saw it, I did some reverse stitching where I completely changed my colorway, not my colorway, my temperature range to make it more accurate to what I'm doing. And I got some more done on it. So this is where we're at. This is Garden Path 32 Count Lugana by Color and Cotton. And just got a few colors in there. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with January 1st, and wherever that takes me, I finish it, and then January 2nd, and so on. That's why it's kind of patchy.
We've really had kind of an abnormally warm winter, so you should do this again next year and see what you end up with. Kind of compare the two. I think it'd be good.
I really wanted to do, I still do, 2019 when we had the massive flooding, the massive snowstorm, we had a polar vortex, but
can you look back at like an almanac and get temperatures?
I'm sure I can find them somewhere.
Yeah. So that's... Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It was a lot more orange last time. Your leaves were more orange.
Orange and greens.
Yeah. So that looks a lot better. I like that.
You'll see a lot more blues coming in as I get through them a little bit more. Because the first week of the year was pretty nice.
Yeah. Then will you stitch a date on the bottom?
I'm going to
year, I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to do a year on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I also worked on my Waxy Moon Design Springhouse Trio. And by worked on, I mean I started. Because this was not started last time. I'm doing this on 28 count Monaco that we dyed ourselves. And that's what I got. But I started outlining, putting the tree in. I started in the middle. I'm going to do the same as Mom. I'm going to put all three across. So I
think that is my favorite fabric that we dyed. That's not coffee tea dyed. That's actually Rit dye.
Yep. And
it was a cream-based fabric to begin with.
Yep. You can see the yellow in there a little bit. So that's the antique white Monaco that we had. And then we overdyed it with tan, right?
Yeah.
It turned out really good. That makes me want to work on my Old West dry goods because that's the fabric I'm using for that. Yeah. Then I started, you'll see a theme here. Season's Blessings 2. I started with the spring, kitted up spring and summer, and then fall and winter are also kitted up. I'm doing this on 32 Count Stars Hollow Blend by R&R Reproductions. Called for colors, and that's where I'm at.
That is so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be 8 by 10s.
Yeah.
Just by looking at them. I mean, I never counted stitches.
Let's just show. This is a half-size sheet of paper. So that's what we're looking at.
Yeah. So they'll be 5 by 7s or less?
Yeah. Roughly. And then the most of the work I did this week were on my strings. And I worked on spring string. And I got it done. Look at this.
And your little scrap of fabric?
Yes, that Mom almost threw away. This is coffee tea dyed Monaco. I did change my colors. So if you wouldn't mind holding that, I'd appreciate it.
Don't mind one bit.
Thank you. This just DMC black for the accents. Then I did Weeks Dye Works Roasted Figs for the nest and the brown. Classic Colorworks Plum Paisley for the purple. I thought that worked really, really well. I do like purple, so I incorporate it into my spring. Well, pretty much all of it. Weeks Dye Works Day Lily for the orange. Just white. This one is called Bunny Nose Color and Cotton. It was my pink. And this was actually a gift from Christina.
And you didn't use it on the bunny nose.
I did not. Well, the cheeks at least.
Yeah, how appropriately named.
Oh, yes. Classic Colorworks Blueberry Tart. And then we have DMC 3831 for the red. 3363 for the green. 3031 for the dark brown, and then 744 for the yellow. The red kind of throws me off sometimes, but I still think it's good.
Yeah.
Red's not my favorite, so I have a tendency to zero in on it. So once I finished that, I decided, hey, I should work on my snowy string.
So let's grab another scrap of fabric.
Yes. Also, these are by Lizzie Kate. I didn't say that. And I finished it. There is my Snowy String by Lizzie Kate. Again, 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco, scrap of fabric that Mom almost threw away. How dare she? If I had to change anything, I would make my white brighter.
Yeah, I was noticing on the camera it gets lost.
This is actually called for color though.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work with ours.
Also, if you watch Pam and Steph, they have this hanging behind their head, and you can't tell what's there.
No, her snowflakes disappear.
Yeah.
Which are right there, and you can tell mine disappear also. Yeah. So.
How cute is that penguin?
I know.
My goodness.
Yeah, the last time I was here, I was building a penguin, and I worked from the left to the right. No, from the right to the left. This direction. 3768 for my blue. DMC. 729 for the yellow. DMC. Color and Cotton Merlot for the red. This one
that's
is
pretty. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I went with a very, I don't know, what did you call it? A prim?
Primitive?
Prim, yeah. Gentle Art Burnt Orange. And really, I just did it for the nose and the feet. I had DMC, or Weeks Dye Works mascara. I just had it because it came in a floss pack, so I'm like, I'm just going to use it. But I do the same thing I do with chalk. I do the loop method. You can't tell. Yeah. It's just black. And then I did DMC 839, DMC 936, and DMC 712.
This is super cute. And I'm going to make her finish this one herself because she did not leave any room.
But I used
to wrap around sticky board.
I used my scraps. I was resourceful. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Those are my whips.
Okay. What else?
Haul.
Haul.
I definitely have haul.
Yeah. I was good. I only got one thing.
I guess not like super amount of haul, but
no. I saw this and I just kept thinking about it and I just had to get it.
I had to.
The Quiltography by It's So Emma at Fat Quarter Shop. This is it. So Emma, right?
Yep.
It just says Fat Quarter Shop.
Oh, okay.
So by Fat Quarter Shop. I passed up the cross stitch one, but the quilting one I just had to have.
It hits your soul.
Yeah. And I will be changing colors. I just don't have them picked out yet. Maybe later after this we can pick some out.
I liked my idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not, but my thought was to take that. Kansas Troubles is a wonderful fabric line that I absolutely love. And if you picked your colors to replicate Kansas Troubles, that would be nice.
Pretty, yeah.
Yep.
So I want to hang that on my wall in my sewing room.
I did get 2 things of haul. One is this Buttons and Beads kit, fresh picked apples. I do have a thing for apples, so had to get this.
They're tasty.
Absolutely. Got this off of Amazon actually, but I had enough credit card points. I got it for free, so that was exciting. And then I got this Articy Pattern. Oh, let's look at that again. That's just pretty. Just pretty. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here or not, but I actually have a nest of bald eagles just on the street from my house. So every time I drive over here, really drive anywhere, I'm checking them out to see if they're there. Lately, the last 2 weeks, I
think she's sitting on eggs.
I think she's sitting on eggs too, because she's really low in the nest, which, you know, the only reason to be low in the nest is if you're sitting on eggs. So.
And you can see this huge white head.
Yes. Just hanging out.
That's all you can see is just this huge white. I would have to admit that I kind of parked and got my binoculars out. And
There's nothing wrong with that.
But
they are beautiful animals.
I do follow a couple of eagle nest live cameras, and Big Bear, California is one of them. Last year, they had bad luck with their eggs for whatever reason. And this year, actually, one of them hatched. Oh. So they've got a little baby eagle.
Yeah.
So I'm thoroughly enjoying that. I just have it playing on my screen while I'm stitching, just watching them.
How long before Decora?
2 weeks.
2 weeks before they hatch. Okay.
It may or may not be written on my calendar.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I do love my eagles. I love watching them. Yes. I mean, how blessed are we that we can actually put a camera in a nest and watch them in their natural habitat. I mean, just,
you get to hear them squawking and screaming at each other and fighting. I love it. It's great.
They have personalities. I mean, they're just like dogs. They have personalities. Yep. So. Anyway, I could go on forever about my eagles. So
we do have a little bit of quilting, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the giveaway. Yep. So we're going to pause it here, grab the quilt, and come back. So this is a cute little guy I've got. It is sideways. To be honest, I'm not sure how big it is, but this is the King's Cross pattern. I bought a kit, you could say, or hand cut from Jordan Fabrics. They are Grants Pass, Oregon, but they have great fabrics.
Great tutorials.
Great tutorials. Yep, they do a Friday tutorial, I think, every week. Love watching her stuff. So this is a kit, so to speak, that Matt had cut. I bought the border fabric. So the kit is 6 blocks. I bought 2 of them. And then I bought 3 border fabrics. I do have the backing over here that we're going to back it with and then bind it. And it's just going to be a cute little, probably a couch quilt, to be honest.
This would look good hanging on a wall, too. It's
That's
good
true.
Size.
I do have a big wall now.
Yeah.
Not for long, but I do have a big wall.
You mean when your husband's going to rip out?
Yeah, yeah.
It'll probably be torn out by the time you get home anyway.
I hope not. All right. That was a really cute quilt. I liked making that. That was fun. So now let's do some giveaways. Yeah. We have some giveaways that we'll announce the winners, and then we have some new stuff to give to you guys. So we went ahead prior to this and did our random comment picker. We asked you to put a keyword in your comment down below on the previous video to enter you into the giveaway. We're going to go through, as if you hear your name called, be sure to send us an email. The email is linked below in the description box. So just shoot us off an email. Those do come to Mom, or at least Mom sees them before I do. We'll respond back to you. And then if you give us your web address, your home address, we can get those shipped off to you. So first one.
Just send us an email and we'll be in contact.
Yeah, contact. The first one.
Pretty fun pin cushion kit.
That was just stinking cute.
Isn't it cute? That was really cute.
So the keyword for this was cushion. And the winner of this one is Carol Osborne. Congratulations,
Carol. Send me an email.
Okay. So the second one
is books by someone.
Books by someone. These were all little kits that we were...
And it's got all the floss and fabric and stuff in it.
So the winner of this is Betty Jo 442. Congratulations, Betty Jo.
Congratulations.
This next one, the keyword was jars.
And again, floss, fabric. It's a full kit.
By Dimensions.
Never opened, has it? It might have been opened once, but pretty sure everything's still in it.
Yep. So the winner of this one is Teresa MC or Mick or Mac. Teresa,
congratulations,
hi.
Teresa.
And then this last one, the keyword was bears. And this is a stamped cross stitch kit, full kit. And this one goes to Janata. So congratulations, Janata.
Congratulations.
You guys be sure to send us an email and we'll get those out to you guys.
And thanks for playing along.
Yes. So
right.
that being said,
what do we have to give away this time?
Let's do some more giveaways. Before we get into it, we have enough giveaways that we went ahead and numbered them, 1 through whatever. So if you were interested in entering any of these, you can enter as many as you want. You can only win 1 though. Just be sure to put the number in the description box. So if it's 1, put in 1. If you're interested in numbers 1, 5, and 7, those are the numbers you're going to put into your comment. We will do our random comment based off of the numbers. Be sure to be 18 so you can legally give us your address. Don't say any of the keywords, giveaway, free, anything like that.
I thought this was going to be easy. I was just going to reach over and grab.
Of course not.
Okay.
Okay.
You done talking?
Sure.
Okay. So the first one is the 2022 Book of Days.
So it's only March, so there's still time.
Yep.
So this is number 1.
So if you're interested, put 1 in the comments. And number 2 is
Pass the Stash by Jamie. Hands-on Design. Chock full. Hip hop. Hip hop. Chock full. Number 2.
Number 3. I love this one.
This one's so cute.
I was thinking about keeping this one.
Yeah.
This is it Dimensions? Yep. Dimensions kit. And what's it called? Just birds? I don't know. Winter Gathering. It's so stinking cute. Okay, that's number 3.
And then number 4 is going to be a couple charts here. So the first one is So Many Memories by Sue Hillis Designs. And you can't see it, but it does come with the charms that go with it. And then the next one in this is a Leisure Arts leaflet for Liberty House.
I like that one a lot.
Gift tables, and I can't read who this is by, but the last name is Hawkins, so Jeanette Cruz Designs. I really like these sunflowers right here.
Yeah. And you don't have to put them on tea towels.
Nope, absolutely not. You can just stitch them on something. You can frame it, make it into a pillow, anything like that. There's a ice cream sundae. There is a bunch of flowers, some fruit. There's a little barn design in a heart shape. I like that one. And then this is just a little magazine by Hirschner's. This is the August. Ooh, I didn't look at the date. August, September 18. 1988.
I don't mean to laugh at you.
But yes, you do. These have some really cute wreaths in them. Let me see if I can't find them quick.
And this one was Sam Hawkins.
Oh, Sam, okay. Some seasonal type wreaths. And there's a lot more in this than just the wreaths. There's some butterflies, a little Noel wreath. So there's a lot of fun stuff in this one. This is number 4.
So all 4 of these booklets are in number 4. So if you want all of them, if you want one of them, you're getting all 4 of them.
Yes.
If you say number 4.
Okay.
Okay. Then number
5's over here. You only took half the pile, apparently. This is number 5. There'll be 2 kits here. This first one is a button necklace kit. These are some, I think, what's that, Deft Blue. It does come with even weave and some covered buttons, the ability to make 3 of them.
Those go really fast. I bet they'd be super cute.
Yeah, great for like a bag pull or something like that. Mm-hmm. But also with this is a Mill Hill bead kit, kitchen collection. Look at that little mixer.
And it comes with all the beads and the floss.
So this is number 5. I was thinking about keeping this Mill Hill because I'm
surprised you didn't.
Thoroughly involved in Mill Hills right now, but I'd end up having to change all the colors to make it fit with my kitchen.
I was going to say, it'd be cute in your kitchen.
It would be. Number 6.
That was number 5?
Correct. Number 5.
Number 5?
This is number 6. This is a Jan Lynn kit.
That's super cute, too.
Yeah. What's it called? Does it say? 4 Season Chairs. And what I was thinking about doing this, if we were to keep it, is to do these all individually. And you could stitch the border or not stitch the border. It does come with all the kit fabric and stuff, but if you stitched them individually, you'd have to get a different fabric.
Yeah.
This has never been opened, So I'm making an assumption that the needle is still in there. Number 6. Number 7 is this Hometown Collection Sunflower Kit.
I can't believe I'm giving this one away.
This is, like I said, it's a kit. Everything's in there. It has been opened, so we have not verified if the needle is still there. But there is that. That is number 7. Number 8 is this gorgeous floral pillow. This is not cross stitch.
This is candle wicking, which is kind of an embroidery
type.
Yeah.
And this was donated to us, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
I used to do candle wicking.
Did you?
Yeah, before I got into kind of cross stitch.
Yeah, I like it. I don't think I would do it because I like cross stitch is very specific. You have specific spots to put it. This is a little bit more free form. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is very pretty. Okay, so that was number 8.
Number 8.
And you did say all the stuff came in it?
I did not. All the stuff does come in it. There is lace for the pillow if you choose to do it.
And it's a pre-printed fabric, all your floss, and then lace.
Yep. So you don't have to transfer the pattern onto anything like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, number 9 is With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Trouvé, and these are punch needle.
These are cute
patterns. So if you're into punch needle, we have Mr. Jack, and we have Garden Blessings. And these are both, they have the fabric in them. And they're pre-stamped. Super cute.
Yes. And then
number 9.
Number 10 is another pack of leaflets. So the first one is Christmas Homespun Words of Wisdom.
I love the Santa. Isn't that cute?
There's a bigger picture on the back. He's just adorable.
That's very similar to the one that Pam and Steph did.
I was thinking that. Yep. Christmas Patches, I think is his. Here is another another magazine from Hirschner's. This is the October-November 1988 version. And this is more of a pillow one. Not really. There's just more designs in it.
Yeah.
Let me see what else we got in here. Some samplers. Yeah. So there's some cute stuff in this one too. And then a Stoney Creek sampler collection.
Very good for weddings if you have anybody getting married this year.
Mm-hmm. Pretty. I love Stoney Creek.
Oh yeah, I do too.
And then a Cricut collection. This is called Numbers. And it's just all the numbers with some motifs on them.
If you have anybody expecting babies, that would be cute for that.
Yep.
I guess that's not even, is it babies?
It can be. Not necessarily, but.
That's super cute.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to keep that. Okay.
No, that's going away.
Number 10, there's 4 pamphlets here. So if you want one or all 4, say number 10, you're getting them all.
Yep. And then our last one is our way of sharing the love too, is so we want to save the stitches. So you would be getting the whole stack of these gorgeous stitches done by somebody else. Like I said, like Mom said, we don't have any historical data on it, but they're just so pretty.
We just want to keep them out of the landfill, out of the Goodwill. So if you're interested in these, if you think you might like to frame them and keep them, or if you know a good home to donate them to.
Maybe somebody who's interested in recharting them, anything like that.
Yeah. So that's number 11.
That is number 11.
And that is the entire stack.
Yes.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Maybe. Depends on counting abilities.
Well, I counted, not you.
Yeah, we'll see. So those are our giveaways. Like we said earlier, if you're interested in any of them, put a comment in the description box. Put the numbers that you're interested in. If you need any of them reread, just go back in the video and watch that part again. We will draw at our next video. At this point in time, that's going to be 2 weeks from now. Going into, that's all of the giveaways and stuff. Yeah. Do you have any plans?
So some really fun plans, but when I was getting my long arm up and going, I found out that my version is very old. So they were able to upgrade me for a fee. And I'm going to have my husband install that for me. It's an actual little computer chip that you got to put in. So I'm going to get that up and going, and then it's going to be a whole another learning curve for me. So that's what I'm going to be doing, I think.
So you're going to finish the quilt that's already on there?
I'm going to finish the quilt that's on there.
Yes. So if you can get it bound, maybe we can show it next week.
That's my plan.
Or next time.
Yep, that's my plan.
But we do have to find the binding.
Yes.
Some of it could be at my house.
Yeah. I just may have to make some more.
Yes. Plans-wise for me, I've got a couple patterns that I'm looking to start. They're already kitted, but they're going with the season. So this is my March cottage. I don't have a cottage going right now, so I have that one kitted up.
You've got to be about done, aren't you?
I have 3 left. So close. And then this one you saw from Mom. This is the Let's Talk Spring. I have it kitted up just like she does. I'm ready to start that. And then this one you've seen already. This is the Spring Collection, or Spring by the Cricut Collection. So I want to start these. Even if it's just a matter of getting them started and they're officially a WIP, then I can come back to them at any point.
You're going to start bringing your floss over here so that we can actually kit.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Those are plans.
That's it. That was a long video.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. You can follow me at Cornhusker State Stitcher on Instagram, and Jamie at Jamie Mickelson.
If you're interested in subscribing, hit the subscribe button. Change those notifications to all, so anytime we put up a video, you get a notification. Be sure to like and leave us a comment.
Yeah. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Have a great one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.